Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Life of Feudal Forest Village. Hopefully winter will be over shortly. It is late winter. That doesn't mean that cold temperatures are going to end though. Hopefully. Fingers crossed they will. We're actually doing alright. We're doing pretty well here, so I think it's time to continue expanding. We did just put up another house, so we got to be careful about that. Let's see. Go there, and this guy just needs a little bit more stone, but we're getting quite a bit more stone right now, so I don't anticipate that's going to be unfinished too much longer. Probably about halfway through this episode they'll wrap that one up. 40 build, whatever that you want to call it, is not a small number, but hey, snow melt. Alright, well, they finished it, so if they don't finish some of the concrete, or the, what is it called? Pavement, right, pavement. Who cares, right? Yep, okay. I wish I had a few more laborers, but that's fine. Keep the 3 guys hunting. It doesn't really matter. They're not producing any significant amount of anything, unfortunately, but keep them on there anyway. It's better to have them than not. Can't tell you how many times hunters have saved my ass. Plus, maybe the... I still like that. I've seen no indication whatsoever that that whole food diversity thing actually is in the game. Which is that in theory, if you only have one source of food, your villagers should, like, get sick as a result. Because they'll be lacking proper nutrition. I don't think that's actually in the game. I have never seen that. And you can see right here, we have 14k potatoes and, like, nothing of anything else. So I am extremely skeptical of whether or not that's actually real. I'm sure there's some code in the game that alludes to that. I'm not entirely sure it isn't commented out. I'm not entirely sure it works properly. In fact, I'm almost certain that it doesn't work properly, for sure, but I wonder, like, what are the... Well, okay, this is extremely timely. I wonder, like, legally, if you have that on your Steam page, and you're saying, like, hey, oh, this is, like, you gotta get different kinds of food, well, mechanic. You have some mechanic on your Steam page, it's not actually in the game. Is that false advertising? The reason I say it's timely is I've been playing a ton of No Man's Sky recently. So, you know, if you want to talk about false advertising, No Man's Sky is where it's at. Not so much anymore. They put most of it in. But still, you have to admit... God, where the hell are wells? No Man's Sky is definitely like the primo, like, false advertising screw-up game. Throw it there. I'm not going to build anything else right here. This area is going to stay open almost certainly for now anyway. So having another well for these guys to get water from would be good, probably. You can never have too many wells. I could put up scarecrows too, but I don't think that's necessary just yet. Especially considering I don't even want the farms to continue to be where they are regardless. But yeah, I don't know, I guess if No Man's Sky didn't get negative consequences, this game sure as hell isn't. Not that I'm suggesting they should or would, but I'm just curious. I'm thinking about it, like, if your Steam page is inaccurate, I can see Valve being pissed about it. I can't see any, like, FTC or anything being pissed about it at all. I don't think they'd really care enough to take action. There's just, one, there's not enough money in it for them to do anything about it, and two, they just, I think generally probably don't care. I'm gonna take the hunters off, because I need stone, and I need, like, one more builder. Yeah, there we go. It's not as much stone as I want. You know what, why do I have one more builder? That doesn't make any sense. Go down to one builder, and then put them on stone production. No, okay, that's why I wanted. I'm being really stupid. I wanted more builders because I wanted them to finish the house, which actually makes perfect sense, so let's actually do that. I want the house finished more than I want the pavement finished, because the pavement just gets me another house, and it'd be very, very foolhardy to expand that far that quickly to have another house set up, like, within the next couple episodes. Be a little bit too aggressive. Probably need to have another farm by then. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the back end of this area. I have no idea, because if I build out any further, it's gonna hit the point where there's no fence anymore, which is not really tenable for me. Okay, we're nearing harvest time for those, which is good to see. Still, I guess it's going to the pavement. I was gonna say still don't have the stone here, but I'm assuming that it's going straight up here, which kind of makes sense. I designated those first, but this is closer, so I don't know. If you can't tell, I am incredibly tired. I am not, like, I'm killing myself, basically. I'm being really stupid. I used to be more disciplined, but these days I'm just not giving myself as much sleep as I should be. Part of it is I just keep finding games that I want to play, and I keep playing them until the last possible minute. And usually that means that I put myself in a position where any work that I needed to do late in the day, like, I tend to leave work for myself to do until, like, right before I go to bed. Which is a bad habit that I need to break. But I always, like, give myself the least possible time to do it, and I keep staying up until 2 AM trying to finish it. Like, last night I did that, and I didn't even get everything done. So I've got work I have to kind of scramble to finish this morning when I go to work, which sucks, but, you know, what am I supposed to do? Ship's already sailed on that one. I can't go back in time and fix that, so we gotta make it work. That's one skill that I find that a lot of people lack, is you're never done. Like, it's never over. So when you get in a situation where, like, hey, you know, you're behind the 8 ball, you really gotta figure out your way out of something. You gotta, you know, you're in a bad situation. It doesn't help to worry about how you got into it, really. Like, to an extent, maybe sometimes you want to try to not do it again. But just focus on the work. Just focus on getting yourself out of the hole. Because that has to happen before anything else. So that's the way I work, is basically just like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and stress out, oh, I'm so stupid, why did I do this, oh, blah, oh, whoa, this is the worst thing, oh, woe is me. No, just do the freaking work, man. Just get it done and move on. Get it done and do better next time. And sometimes that means you don't do as thorough of a job on the work as you normally would otherwise. And that's, you know what, just say, like, look, one of the things I'm doing is, like, an analysis thing for my boss. I just say, like, look, this isn't as clean as I'd like to normally do it. I just really haven't had time. I've had a lot to focus on. That's true at work. I've had a lot of tasks that I've had to put a lot of time into. It's not like I'm just sitting around playing games all day. I'm, you know, working pretty hard. So he'll understand and say, you know, hey, yeah, I wish it was better, but also I get it, you know, it's fine. To be fair, I'm pretty lucky that I have a very, very good, very understanding boss who already appreciates the work that I do normally, so if I say, you know, look, I'm sorry, I didn't really have time to finish this as thoroughly as I'd like, he'd be understanding. So to be fair, many people may not be in that kind of a situation where they have a good boss. So on that front, I understand. But still, you gotta focus on getting yourself out of the hole before you worry about why you were in the hole to begin with. As long as you actually can get yourself out of the hole. If you're too deep, then, I don't know, man, that's rough. Do what you can, I guess, but that's a bad situation. I guess... Ooh. Plague. Oh, right, because people died. Oh, that's terrible. So we're just done then, right? Like, that's GG. Yeah. I'm sorry to do this. I don't like save scumming, but that would kill my whole town. There's no... We've been through this dance many times before. It's not going to work out for me. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. All these get paused because I'm not gonna waste stone on it. The house is done, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. This gets paused too. I'm gonna take 3 people off farming. I'm gonna put all 3 of them into the mines. Race to 60 stone. You guys can do it. I believe in you. You guys can avert disaster. Maybe. It's a big maybe right now, but I guess we'll find out soon. I'm not... The good thing is I'm not worried about food, so if I have to take some people off farming and maybe they don't finish harvesting as a result, it's whatever, you know what? We don't care. It really doesn't matter. Okay, we're about halfway there. So, I think overall we've got 32 out of 60. Just hasn't been delivered yet. Yep, there it goes. Now we're up to 40. Yeah, I think we're good. Unless people get sick like now, we're okay. I don't know if this is gonna... It should be enough, right? Like, even though they died a while back, they didn't even die this episode. It was last episode, so... But though, I'm sure it'll be fine. If people are still getting sick off of their death, then sure, right? We should be fine. I hope. Alright, guys. Just put one person. Well, you know what? 2 people in the mine is fine. 2 is acceptable. We do need stone, like, I do want to finish these. It's just not the major priority right now, this thing is. I should have built one a while ago. I don't know why I didn't build one. That and a healer's hut I should already have, but... You know... Healer's hut's kind of a massive thing. The building is huge, so it's kind of not really my main priority, to be totally honest with you. That's one of the things I try to wait until later. But people are going to start dying of old age. I think they already have started dying of old age, if I'm not mistaken, so... Yeah, gotta be careful here. You know what? I'm not thinking back. I'm really lucky I didn't have everyone die of plague as a result of that one die-off we had as a result of not doing the houses correctly. Very lucky. Alright, there we are. You know what? Let's keep it at 3 and have 2 laborers. I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. And we'll open up the well to help out with farming. Harvesting has begun, is going rather well. It's good to see. Nearly almost full. We are. Wow, alright. That's great. That means we have tons of food. Yeah, see, there's nothing in here. So I don't know how anyone was getting sick from the plague, like, after this point. That kind of doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. Not our problem right now. We need not concern ourselves. For now. Ah, maybe that's why. One is probably enough for the moment, even though we could have like a big die-off. Really hope we don't, but it could totally happen. I'm really worried about figuring out how to do this stupid pavement stuff, because I'm gonna have to go further up. Like, this doesn't work. Now I'm gonna have this like kind of weird gap here. But you know what? I think... Doesn't this line up perfectly? Yeah, it does. Okay, so that's fine. We'll have a little bit of a gap. I can probably throw something down there. I can find something to put there, wells, or I don't know. Another couple statues or whatever. Well, that should be fine. And we'll have stairs up in the end here. The sides I'm more worried about. I don't really know what to do about that, but you know, we got time. We'll figure it out. I feel like I screwed up this design. Like, this should be like 2 or 3 levels higher, and then this would be fine. But for now, it kind of sucks. I like that there's one entry point, though. For now, there's going to be more later, but for now I like that there's just the one. We'll probably wind up having some exit off to either side. I don't know which one we're going to do, but one of them we're going to do, and then have like farming over there. I don't know. Something like that. We'll see. We have a lot of stuff left to build, so... Not too much concern over that right now. But we're kind of in a position we could build 3 more houses like now, if we wanted to. Which would get us to 20... No, it's 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is going to be 60 plus 12, 72 people that we could have. Currently we have houses for 36, so we could double up. That's a pretty big jump too. Not just jump, but 72 people is like a pretty healthy sized town. So we could get there pretty fast. If anything, I'm concerned about clothes. We need better tools, but we gotta get all the industry going. Like, there's so many things that support that. We need like pastures and ports too, because we don't have any of the special stuff, but then again, we don't really use any of the special stuff for the most part normally, because it's honestly not as good as potatoes for the most part. Right, we're not making tools because we don't need to make tools. This guy we don't really need, and he's also kind of taking up space, but that's whatever, we'll deal with that later. The mine is being emptied, which is great. Oh, we finished, well, nearly finished, the pavement, so I could start on the next one. I think we'd want at least one more. We're gonna mirror this. I still don't really know how I feel about this, to be totally honest, but we'll have to figure out how to use the sides one way or another. It's probably going to involve, like, I'm probably going to go up like 3 levels on every side. Just, I don't want to be low to the ground. Let's just make it super high so I don't have to worry about this ever again. So I think if you go up 3, you're basically just done. You can stay at that height the whole time, which would be ideal. Stone is probably what I want to spend my money on, or my manpower on, which I guess is basically money, but as we finish the year, here with our harvest finishing up. We are also at the end of this episode, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us in the next one as well. If you did enjoy it, feel free to come by for the next episode. You can also drop by twitch.tv/electronicmoose, 6 to 8 p.m. PST, 9 to 11 p.m. EST, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm trying to stream more often, but with work limitations, that's the best I can muster for now. But you can also follow me on Twitter at Electronic Moose to see when I'm going to go live. I usually post like 5 to 10 minutes before I do, so feel free to check it out. If not, thanks for watching here on YouTube, and I will see you next time. Take care.